exposure and a narcissist's reactions to it. Now, we all know within ourselves it's not particularly pleasant to be called out on a mistake we've made, on an error of judgment, on information that we've got wrong. It's not particularly pleasant, and at times it can be humiliating, and we can feel ashamed, we can feel stupid, we can feel dumb, and people can call you out intentionally and unintentionally. People can call you out to try and help you and support you and guide you, even if it doesn't feel like it at that moment in time. However, with narcissistic individuals who feel entitled to do as they please and are extremely exploitative and looking to get their needs met and lack the empathy to care, have that belief that they are special, the arrogance that they are always right, and they are looking to maintain that grandiose facade of the illusion of whatever image it is that that individual narcissist is trying to sell to those around them, so that the narcissist can protect themselves and get their needs met. And when they believe that someone could potentially expose them, they believe that person has betrayed them, and they usually go all out to sabotage that person first, to smear that person's name, to ruin that person's reputation, so that people doubt the individual who is exposing the narcissist on the narcissist lies. They usually try to get people to look poorly on the person who could potentially expose them. They sell an illusion to people of who the other person is. They try and create that belief within those around them that the other person is bitter and jealous and obsessed and hung up on their past, and is just trying to get one over on them, is abusive in some way. And these are unjust accusations. However, if you do try to call a narcissistic person out who fears exposure, there's several things that they might do. And one of the first of these is go into denial, where they're going to deny all knowledge of any wrongdoing. They will go all out to try and scapegoat somebody else, try and pin the blame on somebody else so that the narcissist doesn't have to take the fall for their behaviour. They are going to go all out to make the allegations stick to another person so that they can avoid all consequences for their actions. They can go all out to gaslight the situation so that they can manipulate and control, so that they can confuse their accusers into doubting their own perception of reality, their own memories, where they're going to look to lie and deny and deflect and go all out to blame somebody else. Now, this is slightly different to lying, because when you get called out on something that you perhaps don't want to be called out on, you can say, no, that wasn't me. No, that wasn't me. However, if someone has the evidence, you can eventually sort of, I'll have to admit this one and explain myself. We all make mistakes in life. With a narcissistic individual, they're going to double down. They're going to start accusing you of going through their things. They will not admit to the lie they told. They will cover up the lie with more lies, more unjust accusations, and more gaslighting. They might go into that anger and that rage and that aggression, because to them, how dare you not recognise just how amazing they are and dare to call them out on their behaviour. They tend to believe that you are genuinely the one at fault. You are the one that's the problem. You are the one that just can't recognise how good you've got it and how amazing they are and everything they've done for you. So they might go into that anger and that rage and that aggression because they're looking to intimidate you. They're looking to shut you up. They're looking to silence you. They can go into that deflection, again, where they're looking to divert attention onto anyone other than themselves, preferably a scapegoat to take the fall for their behaviour. They're looking to distract the attention away from any of their negative actions by bringing up either completely unrelated issues or by accusing you of doing something to them that you haven't actually done, by getting you to defend yourself to them so that they don't have to defend themselves to you. They can double down on their manipulation. They can twist the situation into their favour. They can turn on that charismatic charm, or they can play the victim in the situation in order to either get the support or the sympathy. So they can turn on that charismatic charm so that people are naturally drawn to them and like them. They can play the victim in the situation so that they can gain that sympathetic attention, and it validates their version of events, and it helps them scapegoat anybody who is potentially daring to stand up to them and call them out. It helps the narcissist smear that person's name, make that person look bad. They're looking to gaslight other people's reality so that they can get away with the situation, which is when they will go all out to play the victim to elicit that sympathetic attention. So the narcissist gets surrounded by support for their toxic behaviour, while the person they have manipulated gets left isolated and blamed and shamed for the narcissist's horrific behaviour. They can use those threats and those intimidations in order to regain control of the situation, to shut you up. They can use those smear campaigns to ruin your reputation so that those who could potentially call them out are instantly doubted by others the second they try to. A narcissistic individual can go into that self-deception, protection, where they are going to believe their own lies so that they can try and get away with their behaviour. And they can also just go into that disengagement where they're going to get as far away as possible from you while still blaming you for ruining their life because they fail to recognise the things they're doing to you or the things they're doing to those around you. And one of the things that narcissistic individuals don't recognise is the way they treat others actually ends up having a detrimental impact on their own life. Yes, they leave a wake of destruction in their path and they ruin people's lives. And as much as it can seem like the narcissist has moved on and got it all, they just repeat their behaviour because they don't learn from it. They can be some of the most paranoid people you could ever meet. They're not truly happy people because truly happy people don't go around destroying others. Narcissistic people are very envious of others and they seek to sabotage everyone else to feel better about themselves, and it leads to so many manipulative games that they are always trying to cover their tracks. They're always trying to cover their backs. They require that excessive attention and support and validation, yet they themselves don't trust anyone. And if you've ever been with a narcissistic individual, you will notice that you used to trust so easily, and then it's become very challenging and it's not a pleasant place to be. However, those who have the empathy, have the ability to listen to their own instincts again, have the ability to learn from things and grow and develop as a person, can move past this, can learn about narcissism and the kinds of people they want to avoid and start taking things slow and getting to know people. Narcissistic individuals don't move past this because to the narcissist, nothing is ever their fault. It's always somebody else's fault. Rarely to never will you catch a narcissistic individual going, "Ooh, is it me? Maybe it's me. It could be me. Is it them? Was it me? Might be me." The narcissistic individual is, "Wasn't me, it was all them." Always somebody else and never themselves. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm for sure this channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon, how to create psychological, emotional and physical boundaries around those who do not respect your boundaries, a Narcissist Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people if you cannot go no contact. The Amazon links for those books are in the description if you'd like to go and check them out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.